Well, hey there, folks, and welcome back to the utter depths of the entire internet, and certainly here on YouTube. In the past, I've talked multiple times about selling beyond just online selling. I sell 90% of my business is on eBay. I sell a little bit on Amazon, a little bit on Mercari. I've done very little bit on Whatnot, but I do really well selling at consignment stores, selling at especially at flea markets. And I actually think flea markets are similar to selling on Whatnot in the way that I can move hundreds of items in a given weekend really fast. And a lot of that stuff isn't suited to sell online. A lot of that stuff after fees and shipping costs and the cost of the goods, the profits on eBay just really wouldn't, it doesn't really make sense to sell something for me anyway, if I'm only going to maybe profit say $1 or so, when I can actually just take it down to the flea market and make that dollar, probably more, probably $1 or $2 or $3 for that item, selling it at a flea market. I'm going to, in this video, talk about kind of bring you into the flea market a little bit. So this stuff here behind me is getting ready to go to the flea market tomorrow morning. I'm packing up my truck. I got to be there about 6 a.m. and all this stuff has come from lost cargo and liquidation pallets here. So I buy a lot of those, and this is all stuff that doesn't really have much value on eBay or no value on eBay. So a lot of this stuff sells for $5 to $15, maybe $20 on eBay, and then after fees and shipping and yada yada, it only leaves maybe $2 to $5 to $6, something like that, in profit. So I would rather bring it down to the flea market where I can make just about the same amount of money and not have to deal with any customer service or shipping or anything. So I'll give you an idea of some of this stuff here. And these are again, these are like 20 bucks on eBay. And yeah, I could probably make like $5 or $6 on something like that, but they don't sell very fast. Their sell-through rate is really low. So I'm going to go down and maybe get like $3 or $4 a piece down at the flea market. And a lot of this stuff, it's a lot of good stuff. Like, it's brands that you may recognize. And it's not really cheap garbage stuff. Again, Littlest Pet Shop stuff, highly desirable, but again, only sells for about $14 or $15. And after fees and shipping and everything on eBay, I'd only walk home with, I don't know, $4 or so. So a lot of this stuff is just, fits that same criteria. This sells for like 25 bucks on eBay, but it's a little bit bulky. I'm guessing it's going to be around 10 bucks to ship, that kind of thing. And then after fees and all that, I'm walking away with maybe $5 or $6, $7, and I can probably get $5 for this at a flea market. And same with all this stuff. That's what all these boxes are. I think this is a whole box of basically plushies. I could probably get like $2 a piece for these plushies. I don't even think you can find this particular brand. It's called Follow Your Legend. So I don't even know. I don't think it's very popular on eBay. It's been sitting in that box for a while, so I don't know how much value are. I do have these golf clubs to sell, and funny enough, I found those on the street just maybe 2 weeks ago. They were in the, somebody was putting them out on the curb to get rid of. I was on my way to my morning Starbucks iced coffee, which I talk about a lot on this channel, and they were sitting there. So I'm going to see what I can get. If I can get maybe $50, it's a whole set, it's complete. And I sold I sold the putter separately, as that putter was worth like 25 bucks. The clubs themselves don't really have much value. It's not a desirable set. I don't remember what they're called off the top of my head. But what else we got in here? Like some, generic dish towels. We have Scotch mount tape. Again, just stuff that I can probably get like $2 or $1 for, whatever, at flea market. Q-tips. All this stuff just comes in, the random liquidation pallets. Cousin pretty cool. They don't allow filming at the actual flea market, so I tried, and the security came around last time I was there because I was trying to make a video and said no filming here. So I'll just catch up and let you guys know how I did through the magic of editing. You don't have to see there, but usually it takes about 2 hours to sell through everything. But that's also when I bring a lot more stuff. Being that I'm bringing a lot less stuff, I imagine I probably will sell this to, maybe I'll be out of there by 7:30 a.m. And a lot of this stuff actually goes to other resellers at the flea market. And I'm kind of like their wholesale supplier in a way. And I don't care who buys it. And they sometimes they just buy it by the box. Some guy usually offers me to buy everything which I've taken in the past, and I think I got like $1,000 for a truck full, and that's certainly an attractive idea, but I'm going to see if I can maximize what I can get tomorrow. So here we are at the early morning at the flea market. This is the chaos of when you pull in and try to find your parking spot of where you're going to be selling for the day. Funny enough, this is the only footage I really got for the day. Pretty disappointed, but just wanted to show you guys. It's actually pretty hard just to find your spot. A little bit chaotic. And then we're going to hop over. I'll show you. And I did pretty well. I didn't even get to finish my morning coffee. We were in and out within an hour and a half. It was barely even, the sun barely even came up, and made about $784. Profit, I would say roughly $500 out of that $784, and that tracks. Usually I bring a fuller truckload, and it's roughly $1,400 to $1,500. So this makes sense. It's half a truckload, hour and a half, in and out, great money. This is the consignment store, and consider consignment store, guys, and obviously flea markets. I bring mall brand stuff here, like certain Express items, certain Levi's, Banana Republic, stuff that I find for $2 or $3 that is super saturated on eBay. I made $835. This is after about 3 months at this consignment store. I'd say about $500 profit on that stuff. And again, it's just super saturated, or it's just stuff after eBay selling fees and all that. I make more money just doing the consignment avenue. And here's my favorite thrift store, Second Life. And we are headed back to the board game section. If you've been here before, you're probably bored of me saying this, but I love selling board games on Amazon through the FBA program, both used and new. First thing I find is this Bob Ross game. And I've sold this in the past. I've actually sold this really recently, and this one happens to be brand new, and Bob Ross and I are both happy to see each other once again. However, $7, and Bob, you done me wrong. $7 is actually pretty high. You're only selling for about 17 on Amazon, which means I would only make about $1. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put Bob Ross back between these other two happy board games, so it can trick some other reseller. Then I find this White Mountain puzzle. White Mountain, if you're a reseller or just happy with making puzzles, you probably know White Mountain. $6, again, pretty high price. However, it is baseball season, has a great rank on Amazon, selling for 20. Even buying it for $6, I'll make about $5. Normally, I don't want to spend $6 to make $5, but because it'll sell fast, I'll pick that up. Then this is the DVD section. I love at this store, they separate a lot of the brand new DVDs from the other DVDs, so they have their own brand new section. As when I skim shelves for DVDs, I'm looking for stuff that's brand new. I'm looking for obscure titles. I'm looking for DVDs that have some of early careers of certain celebrities and actors. A lot of that stuff will have value. So that's what I'm doing here, just looking for obscure titles I might have never heard of before, or like early movies from celebrities. And then I find this Pete Seeger. This ended up being the only DVD that I found that was worth purchasing and selling on this fine day. It has a blue ticket. Normally DVDs are $3. Blue dots are half off. So I only paid $1.50 for this. So making about $7 on that. Then I find these VHS. I love finding these out in the wilds. Blank Media still sells really well. VHS, this is about the max that I'll pay, 50 cents for these. And I'll wait until I get, say, 20, 25, 30 of these. And I'll sell them. You can get I usually do between $40 and $50 when I have 20 to 25 of these, roughly $2 a piece. So I don't like to pay more than 50 cents a pop. I did find one more right around the corner in Grandma's house here. And so 5 today. And then I found this in my 14 years as a reseller. I've never found a bowling bag. So I was super excited. And maybe I have in the past, and I just don't remember. I am getting older. My mind ain't what it used to be, so maybe this is the second bowling bag I've ever seen. $4, fantastic price. You can see selling for like 30, 40, even in some cases more. Even the vintage bags seem to have some good value. So I thought that I was going to get like a $40 to $50 score here for only $4. However, when I put it in the cart, I was kind of skimming it over for damage, seeing if there was any spotting or stains or anything. That's when I noticed there was no zipper on this top flap. So this was disappointing, kind of like when I saw Bob Ross trick me with that smile, that charming smile he has. But I put this bowling bag back to trick another reseller. Then we find Mickey, and if time I see Disney with tags, I always check it out. This is like a beverage bag, not sure what that means, but I did look it up. It's selling for $4 at the thrift store. I looked it up on eBay and saw that there's only one that has sold for roughly $20 all in. So one, sell-through rate I expected. I was going to put it back, but I did see that there's only two available, and it's like $30 and then, $35. Prices are a little high. I think I can get like $25, and I'm only paying $4 for this. So it might sit for a while, but I decided to pick that up. Then actually, this was the find of the day, I would say. I found this on this cart. They just rolled it out. Ice cream bowl, and brand new in the box, only $3. That was a really low price. It was a little strange that was only $3. And being that it's the colder months, it's still winter, and it's still said this ball being used is being sold for about $30. So I'm going to put this up for sale probably in a month or two, certainly April, June, May, somewhere in there. The hotter it gets out, the higher the price this will go. As soon as I get to the register, I'm out of here.